or our location here. I believe it's northbound 110 freeway.
Okay, so now he's on the northbound 110 freeway. It occurs to me with those flashing lights, I don't know if he knows they're on or not, but it's going to be very easy to track this individual. Very easy.
Yeah, that's for sure. He sticks out like a sore thumb for sure as he drives as he was driving through the surface streets. But now on the 110 freeway, the traffic is a medium, not too heavy, not too light. But the airship keeping a good close eye on him. Let me come out wide here, and I think at one point the CHP will likely pick up on this chase and assist the Sheriff's Department on this pursuit.
You know, Gil, we're just hearing that this may be a stolen vehicle here. So to Chuck's point, he may not know those lights are on or may not know how to turn them off at this point.
That's a really good point, Colleen. You know, the driver probably isn't even aware. He might see it. He might think that they're from the police units behind even. So it's hard to guess what's going on in the mind of the driver there. But continuing to be pursued. You see the units there. They don't have their lights and sirens on. They are in tracking mode, officially in tracking mode, but they're staying a close distance away from the driver, and the driver knows that that night sun means something, and it means that the police are overhead.
Now, I notice when you zoom in like that, of course, it's still rather dark on the door, but I don't see any markings that would indicate that it may be a county truck or a construction company. But you do notice in the bed of that truck, you do see a tool box there, right behind the cab. So
he's also missing a tail light there, it looks like.
I think he is missing a tail light, but he's got plenty of lights on that thing, so it's going to be easy to...
Sorry, I was hoping to see a logo on the truck, and there is none. So my first thought was maybe some sort of, like a city or county truck that may have been stolen here. Here he goes, exiting on the, oh, look at that. Oh, man, on the gore point at the last second, he dove off the freeway there and almost hit those cars.
So where is he? He's on the 110. What's the exit here? What's the ramp?
118, let's see here. Well, he's transitioning eastbound 105 freeway. So from the 110 freeway, he transitioned there eastbound 105. So he's made somewhat of a loop here because this pursuit started around, well, off of Wilmington. He was on for a short time. And now he's back on the 105 heading east from the way he came. So he's kind of making a loop back into towards the Linwood area, Compton area, and we'll see if he exits on one of the streets he was on initially.
You were saying he was going about 80, 85 miles an hour. It doesn't look to us like the speed has changed all that much, but you would know better.
Yeah, we're tracking actually right now at about, well, I'm hitting about 100 miles an hour on the speedometer, and it's, let me bring that in for you on our map system so you can get a reading on that.
Oh yeah, he's clocking well over 100, and it looks like he just turned off the lights on the truck, so he's obviously figured out how to do that.
He did, finally. So no more giving away his position, but it's too late. The airship's on it.
And is he going to make another? No, I guess that's not a transition. He's just changing lanes there.
Yeah, let me come out wide again and get an update on the units behind. Still no lights and sirens. Of course, they're in tracking mode right now. They're just keeping an eye on the driver. But at these speeds, we're showing, let me come back in again.
Wow, look at that. Look at the odometer. You see it on screen there, or the speedometer.
Yeah, and there you go. It's about 90 miles an hour, and the driver now in the HOV lane. We'll see why he got into that HOV lane. I'm not sure. Maybe just to have a free access ahead of him.
Maybe. And you know, at those speeds, 100 miles an hour.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm watching a police chase that happened on June 10th, 2020 during the COVID pandemic. It happened about 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago. This pursuit started off the Wilmington area for a short time after the pursuit started. It started a long time ago. They were requesting a possible pit maneuver. As you just see, just moments ago, he was speeding at he changed lanes and transitioned onto 105 freeway heading towards Compton and Linwood. And you know, at some point, the driver was speeding at about 80, 85, 95 to 100 miles an hour. There's not much traffic on the freeway. It was like as of 2020 last year. They were coming on the westbound side than the eastbound side. But now he's approaching the 710 freeway. He was merging on the
entire loop.
He merged onto the freeway. He merged onto that 710 freeway. Went south on the 91 freeway. Got onto westbound 110 freeway. They thought they were going to head towards the LAX's airspace. Now eastbound on 105. If he stays in his lane, just about 5 minutes ago, he was changing lanes using turn signals, and he was changing lanes once again, going into the carpool lane. He was about to lose control for just a second, and at least the driver is on board. This is a stolen pickup truck. They were hoping to see any logo as the logo, but I guess not. Now, as you can see, he's crashed. As you can see earlier on, wow, he just nearly hit that curb, almost crashed into an oncoming car. Why don't you get off here? And you know, units, the sirens are not flashing. They're still in tracking mode. The news helicopter reporter, along with his pilot, is listening into the California Highway Patrol scanner. Just be aware of that pursuit going on. Well, they have to see. They have to let our viewers know. It was recorded on June 2020, 5 years ago. This is from a sheriff's department. It's a stolen vehicle. He's headed southbound on 710 freeway. If he continues on, he'll end up right into the area. This is a Ford F-150. I love Ford trucks, especially the Lincoln. Like 2000s models, hands-free communications.
You can't find any name on the side of the truck at all.
2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, there was Mobile E's hands-free Bluetooth trademark kits that was made as a communication system that I love. Car kits, the Bluetooth hands-free phone ones, and I had to deal with that advertisement, and I had to skip that one. Goodbye. And I'm not going to wrap up this video. We started about 10 minutes ago. So it was a crime of opportunity to take a transition. Any backstory on this at all, they could tell you on that one. It happens quite often when people get out of the car with their vehicle running, leaving it into drive. Sometimes they ran. They think they can get away.
In fact, I'm a little guilty of that today myself. I had
they are a little. Someone is a little guilty today about himself about the car running. He's slowing down at about 70 to 80 miles an hour. At one point, there were opportunities. Drive away in your car because the keys are in it. I don't think in this case. With this Ford F-150 of this car, you know, the mail made these days are silent a lot of times, inadvertently.
So,
you know,
they're so quiet you don't even know the
engine was running. It's so quiet. It was a quiet night during the COVID-19 pandemic. It happened in 2020. It's going to mark next year 6 years. 6 years since it had begun. And they were on southbound 710. And now they're on southbound 710. And they're the locator. They crossed actually the 91 freeway, so he's past the 91 and in the Long Beach area. Technically in Long Beach, he will run out of freeway.
You can only go so far
about an hour.
And it does end.
And it does end right down the port area. They can get another wide shot to see what the status behind the vehicle. You see still several black and whites behind him. You know, across the country, there was a high-speed chase. Sometimes they do a TBI pit maneuver at 100 miles an hour. They do a strict pit maneuver, strictest pit maneuver, boxing in, ramming in.
So his next option would be
it's way too dangerous to do a pit maneuver. Yeah, at least 35 to 40 miles an hour on the freeway. And the next freeway will be 405. He's still on southbound 710 freeway. And now he's at about 95 miles an hour, committed southbound once again. Once he gets past the 405, he's in the deep heart of Long Beach. This is where it gets a little tricky there when it ends. When the freeway ends, it puts you right into the...
I can't help but notice he's slowed down a little bit.
They can't help but notice he slowed down a little bit. The other thing I'm seeing out here that I mentioned, the news helicopter reporter mentioned, Port of LA and Port of
this is typically the time of night.
Like a lot of trucks headed, this is the typically time of night.
Pick up their wares and move on.
I don't know what day was it.
The traffic
and if he makes the decision to stay on the 710 freeway, he'll be running out of freeway, and he's going to figure out how to make a U-turn to get back on the freeway. He can take the 5 freeway, 405 freeway,
too bad. It's
and if he every time when the freeway is out of road, he'll transit another freeway. They're coming through Carson. He may have got on. He may have got the strobe lights off on that car. Wow! Cutting across that big rig truck. He's going somewhere. He used that big rig. He cut right in front of that bigger officers. They made it behind him. They're behind him. He's getting off. He has the potential to go back on the freeway. It's going to be eastbound. Deputies are chasing that.
91 there?
No, I'm sorry. He's on the 405.
He's transitioning onto the 405 freeway. He's looping. He's going 25 southbound. Southbound 405 freeway. And you know,
so now he continues on the 405.
He'll pick up. He's passing all other cars that are
pretty close to that.
That are going on a date night or that are heading home from that. If those commuters are heading home from work, please be careful. You have to pull over and let the pursuit go by. You have to stay in your lane. Don't change lane. Stay where you are. Like, there's no lot of traffic. The traffic is light, and you know,
without their lights and sirens, of course, it's still
seems to be a light.
They're doing a great job.
Not moderate. It's like speed as well. He tries to make that move. He was cutting in front of that big rig at the last second, going across the gore point. They've seen him do that twice now.
Gil, can you give us an idea of where this started? You know, I know he's been on several freeways.
He's been on several freeways, and the 91, the 110, the 105 freeway, southbound on the 405. Well, now this is where it gets tricky for the news helicopters. Now going across the curb, getting off the freeway. What is he doing? Does he have a mind of his own? Now this is tricky for the news helicopters, as I was saying, for the LAX and the TFR. It's going to be very difficult to fly because they are going to have to hold it back. But luckily, they didn't go into the airport. They won't get close to Signal Hill. Officially off the freeway. Maybe he could turn right.
It's the third gore point he went
over. It's the third time. The third gore point he went over 3 times already. 3 times. He's done that. He turned south. You know, he did. He turned left on the northbound, going back over the freeway. Wrong side of the road. This pursuit has been going on for about 15 or 20 minutes since the police started this chase. The suspect was going across the gore point, hitting curbs 3 times. It was earlier on. This was a suspect cutting in front of that big rig truck. The suspect is speeding at about 50 miles an hour. And he'll go straight. And the news choppers and police choppers overhead. And you know, overconfident. Without lights and sirens, he's behaving very erratically a little bit. Cautiously, driving calm at high speeds.
If you've ever had a night sunlight on you or across your path,
if you ever had a night sunlight on
it's like daylight
across your path, imagine myself being in a police helicopter or in a news helicopter. If I was a traffic airborne news helicopter reporter,
can we acknowledge how well these are folded? We'll never have to do laundry again thanks to Pop-Link, so give them a try.
But we're having to deal with the advertisements. We'll be right back. Bear with me.
The light is there, so
I'm going to let you listen now.
Yes, and then the white light on top for sure. Let's see, we're northbound on Orange, crossing Bixby Road. Speed still about, I'll bring the speedometer in for you so you get an idea. The accuracy of the speed of the vehicle right now. And the Sheriff's Department, Compton Sheriff, still tracking on the ground, but also in the air, the airship overhead. Coming up on Carson Street, they're calling it light traffic.
But still pretty fast for a surface street here.
Look at him blow right by those cars. So yeah, it's pretty accurate there. He's really hard on the gas. And I'm looking out the window because it's on my side right now, and he's got a clear intersection right here. He's going to go right through a red light, I believe. Yep, there he goes. San Antonio, that was.
Now, is he moving out of Long Beach?
Oh, man. He's moving towards, I want to call it, well, it's still Long Beach, but he's going to be moving into Lakewood, I believe. It's part of Lakewood up in here. He's going to make a right-hand turn now. That's an interesting move there. He just decided to make that turn on Del Amo Boulevard there, eastbound. So maybe he's familiar with the Long Beach area. Maybe this is his neighborhood. He just realized that was Del Amo and hung that right real quick.
And as you can see, that's a major thoroughfare that runs through Long Beach there. Did he just turn the lights back on?
He turned them back on. Imagine that.
He did.
You know, maybe he's trying to figure out how to turn that white light off. And in doing so, he just keeps turning the yellow strobe light on. Who knows? Good point for sure. He's northbound now. This is at Cherry Avenue. He just made that long swinging left turn there onto Cherry northbound. And the sheriffs are right there with them. So again, no lights and sirens. They're in tracking mode. They are sticking with the pursuit here, and they're trying to get this guy to just, give it up. He has not lost the units behind him. He's tried. He's used vehicles. He's used the gore points. Nothing's working. But now he's on surface streets through Long Beach and right through Candlewood there. And now he's slowed down. Look at that.
Slowed way down.
Certainly has.
Again, this is the want on this is a stolen vehicle. We don't know. Did he just turn into a parking lot?
It's a shopping center, they're calling it, and that might be it. He's pulling into a parking spot, and that's it.
Reminds me of the chase a couple of nights ago, where the guy almost looked like he was parking next to the curb.
That's right. That's right. So here he is in a parking lot. We'll try to get you. It's off of Candlewood and Cherry, and the sheriffs have him at gunpoint. I think the driver just realized, I can't shake these deputies. I just can't lose them. And with the night sunlight and all that, the amber lights that he can't turn off or figure out, he says,
I had the microphone on.
It's almost comical.
I should have turned it off 10 seconds ago.
One person in this vehicle.
Just letting you guys know to those viewers. I apologize.
The procedure here, Gil, what happens?
They're going to want the keys out. I don't know. I haven't seen the keys come out yet. They usually order them to throw the keys out the window so that he cannot drive away. They're going to ask him to open the door and exit the vehicle. He has his hands out, so he is complying to that degree. But still, we'll see once that door pops open, we'll see what the driver decides to do. But you see for now, 4 units now in the termination here. Maybe another one behind. Let's see here. Yeah, there's a 5th one there. So
as you can see, he was speeding at about 80 to 90 miles an hour on surface streets. He could have
like
killed somebody. Moving out of, going around traffic, moving out of the suspect's way. Luckily didn't try to intervene because the suspect on Lama Boulevard, turning right, made a swinging left turn, and the suspect was speeding up 70 miles an hour. At one point, he turned right into a parking lot.
We're going to take a quick
Thankfully,
break and we'll be
no one
right
else
back.
is hurt. Thanks to the news helicopters, they've done a great job. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Check out the video pops up here. And I did a story about the 2008 Mercedes-Benz models that was in stock. I did regrouping and a regrouping as well. So check it out, the video. So
now the deputy's
comment down below
clear the vehicle,
about the
make sure no one else is in there.
And the video pops up here as well. So happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to 2026. So, still 2025. Pretending I feel like I'm gonna cry. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a great morning. Have a great night.
Truck's clear, toolbox is clear, and suspect is in custody. That's what I wanted. Let's see. Superior. Okay, Superior Grocers.